In this video, I'm recreating Squid Game in LEGO from red light, green light to all the other games we see in the show. Now let's build! This video starts with Song Gi-hoon. Then, one day in a metro station, a mysterious man with a suitcase asks him to play a game. He finally wins after many tries and gets some money. But then the man tells him there are more games where Gi-hoon can make even more money. So let's start building the games from Squid Game. First, we're building the dormitory we see in the series, and for this I grabbed 2 base plates and started building the walls. And I added a black pattern to it we can see in the show. In the middle, there's a door with these 2 door pieces which can slide open. I topped it off, and then I grabbed a bunch of bricks and studs and made this wall which can be curved into a doorway. Then I made a stage where you can place the workers and soldiers. Since LEGO didn't turn these into real LEGO, I ordered some fake ones, and these look pretty good. And they even have some weapons LEGO would never make. We have the workers, soldiers, and managers. I added the minifigures to the stage as well as this blue wall piece with an electronic board. And now we can add all the beds to the room. There are different heights for the beds in the series, so I made this bed which is stackable, and then I made stacks of beds with different amounts on top of each other. You can easily place a minifigure on top of it where he can have a good night's sleep. Next, we're going to be adding all of the players, so I built all of them, and now we have some contestants to try to win some money. Ji-hoon walks down and sees an old man on the bed counting how many players there are. Then the door opens and the workers explain what is going to happen. They mention the prize money is unknown, but it will be announced after the first game. The first game we see in the series is red light, green light, and of course we're gonna have to build this in LEGO. So first, I made a big sandy floor by using tan plates where the players can run around. The walls in the series have corn and trees, which almost makes this look like an actual outside area. For this, I used a bunch of tan parts to recreate the corn and added green bricks on top for the forest behind it. Then I grabbed my light blue bricks and built the entire sky we see in the game. For the guns, I made these turrets which can move up and down, and I added it to the build and finished off the blue around it and did this with all the turrets. To allow the players to walk in, I made these small houses with orange, and they look kinda goofy. They even have these opening green doors. Next, all the players walk in and assemble. They have no idea what's going on, but then they see a tree on the other side of the room with a creepy doll in front of it, and we're going to need to build this in LEGO. First, I made the head and added some hair as well as these eyes, and now it's finished. This is so cursed, guys. Then I made the body with snot bricks so I can attach the arms and they can even move. I also added 2 legs, and now the doll is complete. The head can turn 180 degrees, and now let's place it in the build. Above the tree, we also see this big sign with a timer, so now the game can start. The players are ready and 2 guys are joking around. That was intense, and Ji-hoon can't believe it. The players try to win the game, but some of them move on accident and get eliminated. One player makes it across the line and is safe. Now the rest must do this as well. Ji-hoon almost falls, but then he's saved by Ali just in time. Then they run over the finish line and time's up. Now they can move on to the next game, and I'm wondering what the workers think of this. You know, when I signed up for this job, I thought, oh, some fun games, maybe win some cash. But this? Constant fear and insane pressure? Now I can't even sleep because all I hear is... And the worst part, it's not just a creepy doll, it's me. I feel stuck, like I'm falling behind while everyone else seems to have their lives figured out. I can't shake the feeling that I'm just not where I'm supposed to be. Pressure is crushing, and honestly, I don't know where to start. Wait a minute, I could start by talking to someone. Well, that's where BetterHelp, the paid partner for this video, comes in. BetterHelp makes therapy simple even when your life feels chaotic and overwhelming. All you have to do is fill out a quick questionnaire and you'll be matched with a credentialed therapist in as little as just a few days. Plus, it's all online so you can talk to someone from the comfort of your own space. BetterHelp's therapists are great at helping you untangle external pressures from your own values, so you can stop comparing yourselves to others and start focusing on what really matters to you. They help you create a path forward and work through that feeling of being stuck. finally someone who gets me into whole terrifying games for cash situation. If you're feeling overwhelmed, therapy can help, so click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/Brickley to get 10% off your first month. Start your journey to better mental health today. Now let's skip to the next game, which is Honeycomb. For this, I built a light blue room, and we can also see some clouds on the walls, for which I used these Lego cloud pieces. There are also some playing instruments, so I built one with a small slide where you can slide off. To make the symbols on the walls, I printed out the logos and put them on. Now, everyone will have to choose a shape and form a line. The doors open, and here we can find a worker with the honeycombs. Ji-hoon goes to the umbrella, and then they receive their honeycombs, and they have to remove the shape without breaking it. The timer keeps running, and everyone is so stressed out. Then, Ji-hoon luckily discovers how he can remove the honeycomb. And for the third game, we will have to build Tug of War. For this, I got a package and I ordered a bunch of these yellow construction support pieces. And we're going to use these to build some of the big supports we see in the series. So next, I stacked them on top of each other in the best possible way and made these two big supports. Now, we can add them to the black floor, and next, we need to build the two walkways. For this, I just made a simple walkway, and this makes the entire build kinda wobbly. First, I tried to use the rope from Spider-Man for Tug of War, but it's not long enough, so I ended up using a Lego chain and added them together. And now all the players can play Tug of War. Now it's Ji-hoon and his team's turn, so they get ready and lean back to frustrate the other team. Then they exploit this and gain some ground, but suddenly they almost lose. Then they move forward and the other team falls over. Now that they've won, we can move on to the fourth game, which is marbles. All the players pick a partner to play the game with. And for this game set, I made part of a little town with some detailed fences using masonry bricks. And of course I made sure to add some holes in the ground so they can throw marbles. Everyone will have to play against their teammate in order to go to the next round. They all play and lose their teammate, and then Ji-hoon wins from his old friend. So far, we've built 4 of the 6 games, and for game number 5, we're building the glass bridge. And this will be quite the challenge, guys. I ordered a bunch of glass pieces for this and tried to make the technique where the glass drops. Then I made the entire bridge with red bricks. For the floor, I made the pattern with the dark red and green plates, which we can see in the show. The players better watch out because the odds aren't in their favor. Then there's also one player who runs across and almost makes it. Now they follow the path and don't know where to go anymore, so they push the guy in front and he falls. They move on and lose a few people, but then they're near the end. The final guy gets pushed, and now they can go to safety. There are only 3 players left, and one is injured and unfortunately dies. And now there are 2 players left. Ji-hoon must win. For the final game, we're building Squid Game, and for this I grabbed the original room from the red light green light scene and drew the lines for the Squid Game. This was really hard to design, but I'm so happy with the result. And now they must fight. Luckily for Ji-hoon, he wins. This means he won all of the prize money, and now he can do anything he wants. I hope you enjoyed watching me build all of the games from Squid Game in Lego, and I'll see you in part 2, I guess.